Convoy has a new design on their small EDC style AA powered flashlight, the Convoy T2. Thanks to GearBest for sending this to me to take a look at. The packaging on the T2 is very minimal. The light was just in a small bubble wrapped bag inside a generic white box. No instructions or extras were included. The T2 is basically a scaled down version of the S2 Plus, which I forgot to bring to the review table today. It's designed to run on a AA sized battery, and physically it's pretty generic for a tail click light, as we can see here. The light's made from aluminum and is anodized in an eggshell black finish, slightly gloss. There is a standard diamond knurling on the light, and it's pretty smooth, non-aggressive. One benefit here, we can see threads are kind of Acme cut. Spring is a single spring design and fairly strong, and you can see the walls of the light here are fairly thick. The light has areas for attaching a lanyard on one side here on the wings, and you can fit your thumb over the top to hit the button pretty nicely. The button has a bit of texture and the silicone. This clip, however, is unfortunately not designed for deep carry, with quite a bit of the light sticking out the top, as you can see there. The body tube here contains some knurling, as does the head. The clip is reversible. The lens itself is fairly deep and got an orange peel on it. There is a glow-in-the-dark O-ring in there, which is kind of neat. The LED, deep down in there does seem to be space for a physically larger LED. I measured the length of the light at 93 millimeters, diameter at 22 millimeters, and weight with an in-loop battery and lanyard at 75 grams. The light is IPX8 water rated, and length seems to be about average for AA light, but it's a little thicker in diameter. Here it is next to a Raylight brass pineapple that I've patinaed. We can see the pineapple is a little thinner in the body and just a hair longer in overall length. For me though, the big difference is the Raylight has that deeper carry clip. The LED in my example is a Cree XPG2 T6 3B at about 5,000 Kelvin. The same LED is offered in 4200 and 6500 Kelvin. I think if I was to get another, I'd go for the 4200 version. The 5000 seems to have a little bit of a purple tint to it. If I pull in a dollar bill, maybe you can see that. If not, hopefully you'll see it in my night shots. It has a pretty distinct hot spot and gradually spills to less. And beep distance is good for about 50 feet max. On high, it's rated for a maximum of 300 lumens. So here are my night shots for the Convoy T2. I've got a AA in this light right now. And we can see on low, it does a nice job of peering out in front of me on low. But we can see some PWM in the light here. At least I can on screen. I've got this in a warmer tint option. If I bump up, you can really start to see that warm tint and the beam pattern on low distance. It does a decent job of throwing for such a small light. Again, this isn't a ton of lumens. And here's a high. Pretty nice beam pattern. It is a warm tint, and this is what I've chosen. I quite like it. And lastly, if I do strobe, it has it. Again, nice beam pattern out of this light, especially for such a low cost. This light's designed to work on 1.5 volts, so for my runtime test, I ran it on an in-loop AA battery. Total runtime was right at 45 minutes on high. Strangely, the light output increased over the first 25 minutes the light was on. Wasn't much, but my graph clearly shows it. Over 30 to 40 minutes, the decline was fast into near zero. I also ran the light on a keep power 14500 battery at higher voltage, overdriving the LED. You don't notice that many more lumens when you run it but the output graph sagged as voltage decreased up to the 50-minute mark, where the low voltage protection kicked in on the battery and the power shut off. Convoy doesn't recommend doing this, as it may shorten the life of the flashlight. UI on this light needs a bit of a tweak in my opinion. It has 3 constant on modes. Low, it's equal to 1% of total output, 10%, and 100%. These are okay. The light also has memory, so you shut it off completely, you turn it back on, and well, it went to low that time, I guess. What I don't like is when you're trying to go up modes quick, you get strobe like you just saw there. You have to be pretty slow and deliberate to go up your modes, because if you go quickly to switch your modes, you'll get strobe. I did notice some PWM on low modes, and this is particularly easy to spot on my night shots. For me, the pros are it's well built, similar to other Convoys, and it's available in a few different LED tints, and that's rare for a light in this budget price category. The cons are the strobe is too easily accessed. I'd prefer it removed entirely, and it's a bit thick for a AA light. No official 14500 support, but it does seem to work, and I wish the body was available in some other Convoy colors. My conclusion is the T2 is a solid, low-cost, AA style light from an established, reliable brand. For me, it's a little generic in its look and function as well. I'd prefer a UI that removes strobe or makes it less easy to access. If you are looking for a low-cost light, but with a few tint options to give to family members who didn't want to mess with lithium power, I think this would be a good option. I'm personally not in love with it as a pocket EDC, but I think it'd make a good option to throw in a bag or coat for a just-in-case option. GearBrest has provided a coupon to use during their 11/11 Singles Day sale, and to get the light at a pretty steep discount. I'll have those details in the description box below, so if you're interested in getting this light, this would be the best time to pick it up. As always, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate the likes and subscriptions and continued support you continue to give. Thanks for watching.